what's your overall impression of the governor's recommendation? How much spending is there, and what kind of trajectory would it put the state on?
There is a lot of spending in there. That's 6.5% increase from the current year that ends on June 30th, which is much larger than the increase in population and inflation, which is our standard benchmark. And given what we were looking at in the future, it should probably be lower than population and inflation, but the governor's going in the completely opposite direction.
And Joe, before we move on, explain to our listeners why that benchmark is so important about population growth and inflation.
Yeah, well, population and inflation is the way that we talk about it, but it really means that the money that we're spending on government stays relatively constant. So that when you adjust it for population, that means that you're keeping it to the money that you pay or I pay. When you adjust for inflation, you're putting it in real terms so that if prices have gone up 2%, then you would expect that government would spend 2% more per person as a result. And so we're keeping per capita, per person spending at the same amount adjusted for inflation. That's what we want to do and potentially get that lower so that you don't want to spend more money on government than on anything else that you would be doing.